Now we're looking at Bitcoin here on the monthly time frame. So I am going to remove our daily lines just so we have a clearer picture. So I have a fib retracement kind of on Bitcoin since its existence, and it has been trading pretty beautifully in this Fibonacci retracement, which is why I've been using it. So this becomes our middle range, this 0.5, this green. So you can see we got down to this point, we broke down, and this is usually when people get scared and they believe that the price is going to go lower. And I've learned over time that there's a lot of traps that are set that are right below or above certain trend lines, and this 50 is our middle ground. So I believe that this was a huge point. And you can see the following 2 months after that scare, you can see we even got rejected right here on the monthly close in July. And now in August, we're starting to roar. So we are actually still in a healthy uptrend in Bitcoin. Let's zoom in a little bit more just to see what we're looking at here on the daily time frame. So the daily time frame shows us that, again, yes, we are holding that 50 line. We are breaking well above, but here we got bounced out right now at our next fib retracement level right here. At this line, you can see clear resistance. We also have a top level of resistance here on our trend line. And I think Bitcoin is still trading quite beautifully. We don't know if this is going to be a break. This could just be a quick little run up in a longer term downtrend here. However, if we look at the initiation of Bitcoin and we look at the beginning, we are actually still in a very clean uptrend. And as long as we can hold this 0.5 Fibonacci retracement, we will continue to still be bullish here on Bitcoin. However, if that line breaks and we start to bleed further down, that's when we'll start to get into a longer term downtrend. And so if we add in our moving averages, you can see we're well above all of our moving averages. The beautiful part about our moving averages here is the lines are starting to get closer together. And we previously had a death cross back here in November. So this was our sell signal. That's when we officially got the death cross, which is when that green 50 SMA crosses through your 200. And we did it with all three of our lines. So this was like a triple confirmation. And then as time passed on, our green SMA could not get through our blue. And then we finally got through our blue, but we couldn't get through our red. And then we came right back down. And now here we are about to try again. The last time we've had price action above our 200-day SMA was back in October. So this was before our sell-off. So this is huge momentum to the upside because we haven't seen this in a while. However, what we're looking for right now are back tests. We're looking for this price to stabilize and consolidate above these lines. And what we really want to see is that green line start to cross through the blue and the red, because that will give us the golden cross setup, and that becomes the more bullish setup. And I think that is when you would want to go long, wait for the back test and confirmation. Right now, we've seen 3-4 strong days here in crypto. There's a lot of news. And as I'm making this video, you can see how much volatility is happening here. And I think this is just the beginning, and this could continue to go. However, I can't say that until I see the chart play out. And so right now we do have very, very strong momentum. And in the short, immediate term, we would love to see a break here of the 77, call it 78,000 level. And I think from there, we could potentially start to gain some traction. But if we get rejected by this point, expect us to kind of come back down to earth. And our closest SMA right now is at 70,000. So that is a pretty big volatile swing to the downside. So be careful here if you are in Bitcoin, but the momentum does look very nice. So I'm going to keep this very short. It does follow the Fibonacci retracement very beautifully. And so I just wanted to make this quick little update here on Bitcoin.